This is Apple Valley News Now, prime time on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us after the game. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Alyssa Warner, and we begin with a bank robbery investigation in Kennewick.
It is something that you don't hear about every day. Police say around 11:45 this morning they were dispatched right here to a robbery that occurred at the Chase Bank branch near Vista Way. The reporting party said a man with a mask entered the bank and handed a note to one of the bank tellers, demanding money from the cash register. KPD says the teller complied, and after receiving the money, the suspect fled from the area, but was later found. No one inside or outside the bank was hurt, and a weapon was not used or shown during the robbery. KPD was on the scene at the Chase for a few hours using a canine and a drone. The bank is closed until further notice. The Chase banks in Richland and Pasco remained open. New tonight, and only from Apple Valley News Now, we are showing you this exclusive footage of where the man was arrested. It was at the Mandarin Apartments on the 3300 block of 9th Street in Kennewick. This video is from around 5 p.m. as officers were executing a search warrant. As for the suspect, he's a 72-year-old man from Kennewick. He was taken into custody by about 3 p.m. by detectives without incident. KPD also says this guy is well known to them for being a criminal.
So initially, our patrol units responded, contained the area, which is standard. We threw a lot of resources at incidents like this. Our K9 unit was there. We attempted that, which was unsuccessful. All our detectives showed up at the scene to help process it, look for evidence, look for that video that helped us move the case forward. And we're looking at surrounding businesses. We're looking at really where does the evidence take us at that point.
Police tell us the money he took was significant, but they couldn't explain exactly how much he took due to this being an active investigation. The suspect is now facing first-degree robbery, among other charges.
We have new information tonight about a deadly gang-related shooting in Yakima that happened last weekend. Police in Prosser say a 2013 Hyundai was stolen by two people in masks early Friday morning. Police in Prosser and Yakima say that same vehicle was later involved in the drive-by shooting that left a bystander dead, caught in the middle of a gang-related shootout. This happened outside the Seasons Performance Hall in Yakima. Yakima police say so far no arrests have been made in that case. Tonight, we're also learning more about the fallout from a police shooting that happened in March. Authorities say 31-year-old Victor Gomez led police on a vehicle pursuit turned foot chase in Yakima that ended with him drawing a handgun on Yakima police officer who shot him. The Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit says Gomez was suspected of stealing a car and when confronted by police, refused to pull over. Authorities say when Gomez pulled out a handgun, officers told him to drop it multiple times. They deployed a taser with no effect. Authorities say when the suspect raised the gun and pointed it at Officer Martinez, Martinez fired at him 3 times, striking him twice. Now, Gomez has been charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, eluding, second-degree assault, unlawful possession of a firearm, and possession of a stolen firearm. The investigation of the use of force by Officer Martinez has now been forwarded to the Yakima County Prosecutor, Joe Brusick. He'll determine if charges should be filed.
Turning to your first alert weather forecast, it is Thursday, Father's Day weekend right around the corner.
Getting excited for that. Stacey, are we going to have a break from all of the craziness?
Not really. The roller coaster continues. Let's take a live look now on our Tanum Ridge camera looking into the Yakima Valley. A lovely evening overall. A little hazy in the sky tonight, but not bad. It's 80 degrees right now in Yakima. Winds light at 3 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:50. Now, those winds are going to pick up tonight. We'll keep an eye on that. So partly cloudy, winds increasing 5 to 15 or 20 overnight. You'll feel those breezy winds tomorrow. Sneak peek at your Father's Day forecast. Temperatures are going to be much cooler. 69 in Yakima. We stay at 74 in Tri-Cities and 70 in Walla Walla. So good weekend for Dad. Now this is not so good. We're going to see those gusty winds kick up tomorrow. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour. We consider that breezy. This is windy Saturday, gusting up to 40, kind of like we had the other day, which does increase fire danger. So we want to be fire wise looking into the weekend. Partly cloudy and mild, breezy to gusty winds. You got those 70-degree temps, or pretty close to 70 for Father's Day. And next week, we're looking at potentially some rain. I'll get to all those details coming up in your first alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Okay, Stacey, we'll see you soon. The latest Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition meeting featured consultant Kelsey McKay, an expert on strangulation and its connection to intimate partner violence and homicide.
It is a difficult topic, but potentially life-saving information. In an interview you'll only see here on Apple Valley News Now, Emily Goodell sat down with McKay to learn more about signs people may miss when it comes to strangulation and how you can help if you do see them.
Consultant and attorney Kelsey McKay says if you can spot signs of strangulation, you could save a life.
Women who are killed in domestic violence situations, 43% of them would have experienced a strangulation in the 12 months leading up to that homicide.
But McKay says if you're looking for bruises related to strangulation, especially on people of color, you're going to miss most cases.
It results in a lot of minimization and lack of recognition, because when you are strangled, the issue is not really the blunt force trauma that occurs to your muscle or your skin, which really is what causes a bruise. Strangulation is what we call an obstruction assault. And so asphyxiation is the process in which respiration, circulation is how our brain and our body is fed oxygen to really keep us alive.
McKay says instead, look at the psychological impact on the victim and for injury symptoms that you can't immediately see, like a traumatic brain injury, pain swallowing, swelling in the neck, dizziness, and nausea.
There are not a limited amount of these symptoms. It really is what that victim experienced, not just in the moment, but some of the consequences that continue over time.
McKay says you can also look for survival injuries, scrapes or fingernail marks where a victim may have grabbed at their neck, or scratch or bite marks they may have left on their attacker.
Perpetrators, unfortunately, are quite manipulative of systems and of victims. So they exploit that and they use it as an opportunity to make sure the survivor learns to never call the police again.
A situation that could turn fatal. Women strangled by perpetrators 7 times more likely to later be killed by them. But McKay says you can help.
You always want to be safe. So if there is an abuser potentially with them, never put them in a situation where, they might get caught and not have their safety plan in place.
The first step, kindness.
If I feel concerned, I might even just write something down or look at them and say, "Are you okay?" And not try to convince them to tell you what's happening.
McKay says if they do open up, it's important to know what resources are available to them. YWCA Yakima's Executive Director Cherry Kilty says they have support groups, advocates to help with protection orders, and a 24/7 helpline at 509-248-7796.
It's always good to check in with somebody. It's completely anonymous in the sense of confidential, so people are not going to know that you talked to us about that. We're not going to tell anybody.
Not even police if you don't want them to. And if you need help leaving, they'll help you create a plan to do it safely. Make sure you have a place to stay, even if their emergency shelter is full. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And we have more information about those resources on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
We are talking about that roller coaster in your First Alert forecast. Stacey has a look ahead to your Father's Day weekend coming up in just a moment.
Can you believe it's still light outside?
I know.
It's almost the first day of summer. Plus, when the kids are out of school, a little more phone time might be a big temptation. But tonight, we're looking at some apps for staying sharp all summer.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
People don't really realize how much of an impact the feet have on the rest of the body. A lot of times people with knee pain, there's really nothing going on with their knee. The issue is actually stemming from the foot. So now we're predisposed to hip pain, low back pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that when the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy, you're gonna feel better, and you're not gonna have to spend so much time worrying and thinking about your pain.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
You get hurt in a car wreck, and all of a sudden, you feel like there's a black cloud hanging over your life. You're in pain, and the insurance company doesn't want to pay. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales. I have the power of more. Don't take that first offer when I can get you more, much more than they want to pay. And why go to court if you don't have to? And when they find out the heavy hitters on your side, well, you know, blue skies. Injured? Call me, Attorney Mariana Morales, because helping you is what I do.
Call 853-2222.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Think I'm gonna go with a 9-iron.
I'd suggest a 7. No. Oh, did you know that if a bird picks up your ball, you gotta follow it? Oh, there it is. I think it's to the right.
Nah.
Is this it?
Nope, not it.
More! Can I be frank? At STCU, we're always here to advise and consult, even if you want to go at it your own way.
Let's see what you've got, Frank. I think we should talk.
STCU Business. Partner up.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
All right, new plan. You sign us up for U.S. Cellular Home Internet. Clipper and I will try it out by streaming the game in our new sports theater.
Is that a grill?
And a hot tub for you.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Gloria got gear for the great outdoors. Charles chose a charity. What would you do with extra cash? The Department of Revenue returns missing money to Washingtonians every day. Easily find and claim yours at claimyourcash.org.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back to the news in prime time. This morning, members from the Children's Campaign Fund Action, Moms Rising, and One America Votes held a virtual town hall on a new poll gauging voters' approval of measures to address the Washington state's child care crisis. Officials say Washington is facing a critical shortage. Discussed today how the cost of preschool and child care is simply too high and too hard for families to afford. We also learned that chronically low wages for child care workers are pushing providers out of the workforce, destabilizing the industry and compounding the crisis. For new moms, this problem impacts their mental health, as one of today's participants is actually a care provider in Pasco. She says things are bad and need to improve.
I think we have so many child care providers here. The thing is, so many parents doesn't qualify because the rate is so high.
In a lot of areas around the state, including the Tri-Cities, I think one of the things we really want to make sure to get across here is this is not solely a provider problem or a parent problem. Like, we need to address the system as a whole.
It is estimated that more than 500,000 Washington kids who need care aren't currently getting state-licensed child care. When the kids get out of school for the summer, many of them, a lot of them I know, will be looking to spend more time on their phones.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There may be a way to make that time more productive, at least. We spoke with one of the experts at SARC. She recommended that families check out something like Common Sense Media. That's a website with a variety of educational games for children and links to other educational websites that have been verified. SARC says in addition to helping keep learning skills sharp, educational sites are typically safer for children online.
A lesser number of online enticement when kids are using more of an educational-based website versus a social media website, especially if it's coming from a more educational-based program, right? Oftentimes, if they're using an educationally based system to access that website, they typically have higher firewalls to get through.
Now, of course, no matter what apps or devices your child is using, it is always a good idea to monitor the chat settings. Make sure that strangers do not have access to your children online.
Well, tomorrow is Flag Day, and to celebrate, Apple Valley News Now, along with Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, is giving away flags, American flags. Starting at 11 a.m., the first 75 people to visit the chaplaincy will get a free full-sized American flag. They tell us they will also have some sweet treats on hand, so it should be a lot of fun. There's free flags starting tomorrow again at 11 at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. That's over on 1480 Fowler Street, just off Columbia Center Boulevard near the river.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Man, it's been a beautiful day, but can you believe we are literally just 1 week away, next Thursday, the official start of summer. Days will start getting shorter. We lose about 2 minutes of daylight per day after summer solstice. So enjoy these nice evenings like tonight. Still nice and bright outside. The river's looking good. I see a little bit of wind maybe starting to pick up. 81 degrees on our sky cam. Feels like temp is down to 79. And the temperatures are going to start dropping. You will definitely notice it tomorrow. Let's take a look at the temperatures elsewhere around the area. It's already cooling into the 60s in the Kittitas Valley. Still sitting in the low 80s in Yakima and Toppenish, as well as the Tri-Cities, already into the 70s here in the foothills of the Blues tonight. Temperature change differences. Again, that cold front's going to start moving through, and you'll really start to see it. You can see the blue color here through the Dalles. That's the cooler air already starting to shift as that ridge of high pressure has basically hit the roads out of our area. Tomorrow, that upper level disturbance will bring more wind, the cool down all through the region. Winds again, not quite as heavy as they were a couple days ago for tomorrow, but they will be similar on Saturday. So much cooler and even windier. Look at this. Most of the Pacific Northwest cooling down way below the average. There is a wind advisory tonight through tomorrow morning for the Kittitas Valley. 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. Those will start picking up later this evening, and we could see gusts up to 50. That's going to start spreading to the east, those westerly winds. Let's take a look at our futurecast wind gusts, and here comes those winds building up tonight, even around 9 o'clock, making it down into the Hanford Reach, eventually into the Columbia Basin. Once those winds pick up, they're going to continue pretty much throughout the day. Tomorrow morning, you'll see those breezy winds in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Hermiston. As the day rolls on, those winds continue to blow throughout the afternoon, heavier in the Columbia River Gorge. Then on Saturday, check it out. We start out the morning already at 27, 30 mile an hour gusts. Could see gusts up to 40 miles an hour throughout the day. So very windy. We're going to be fire-wise. Fires that start during this kind of climate could spread rapidly. Let's take a look at our overnight lows for tonight. In the Kittitas and Yakima Valley, looking good, 40s and 50s. We're staying in the 50s here in the Columbia Basin, 54 overnight tonight in the Tri-Cities. And in Walla Walla tonight, you'll see temperatures 53 with the cooler spot, Pendleton, 48 degrees tonight. Let's take a look at our temps for tomorrow. Cooler than today. Again, we were in the upper 80s today. We're going to be down right around 80 in the Tri-Cities, the upper 60s in Ellensburg, mid 70s in the Yakima, Kittitas Valley, and also in the 70s. Your golf forecast for Father's Day weekend looking pretty good. The breezy winds might impact you on Friday. The gusty winds on Saturday, definitely. It always helps me actually get the ball going a little further. And then Father's Day Sunday looking pretty good, 74. Nice mild temperatures to get outside and do some golf. If you're heading across the mountains to go see Dad, bring your rain gear to the Seattle area, as we're going to see showers over on that side of the mountain and temperatures in the 60s. Let's take a look at the Portland area. Also rain possible Saturday, a little bit less of a chance on Sunday, but we could even see some scattered thunderstorms. And if dear old Dad is in Spokane, again, rain gear Saturday, much better on Sunday. Planning your day for tomorrow, look for those temperatures out the door in the 50s and 60s. We'll be in the 70s by midday in most of our areas, and then we'll see those temperatures hitting the upper 70s by the late afternoon, kind of like tonight. Here's a quick peek at our 7-day planning forecast. Lots going on. Those breezy and gusty winds, Father's Day. Then we get into next week where we have Juneteenth on Wednesday. That's when we'll heat back up to the 80s. First day of summer on Thursday. Here's your 7-day planning forecast for Walla Walla and Hermiston. Breezy to gusty winds, mild on Dad's Day, rain possible on Monday, especially closer to Walla Walla. There's a slight chance in all of our area, but more than likely we'll see those rains develop in the Walla Walla area. Juneteenth, 82 in Hermiston. First day of summer, we could potentially be seeing temperatures up to 90 degrees. So the weather roller coaster continues as we head towards Father's Day weekend. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. And up next on Apple Valley News Now, we are talking plans for new homes coming to Kennewick's Vista Field, when you can expect to see construction next.
When you call, they get to work. Machine cut, hand sanded, and custom crafted to order. You dream, we cut and install. Love the home you live in.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Hit the open road and head to Wild Horse Resort and Casino for the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Every Friday and Saturday, cruise in and win free play, gas cards, or up to $50,000 cash. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then on June 29th, win your choice of $30,000 cash or a new Mustang. Keep playing in July to win a shiny new Harley. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Deer Unleashed. No one knows the feeling of freedom quite the way you do. But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $559 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
What do I love about Twig's? The steak salad. It's famous. It really is.
We love happy hour.
We love the staff. We love the food. Wonderful place to be.
What do we love about Twig's? The bartenders.
Why is my internet slow?
There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month in cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
Your dream kitchen starts at Floor & Home. Custom countertops handmade for you. This month only, custom select quartz counters start at $52.99 a square foot. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Welcome back. We are headed to Kennewick for a new update in the Vista Field Master Plan. This week at the Commissioners meeting, the Port of Kennewick's Board of Commissioners gave approval to a letter sent in by Blue Chart Homes to place homes on Vista Field. The homes that they're planning to place there are single family. They can be attached, detached, row homes, and townhouses. Vista Field officials say these style of homes align with their master plan, which includes diverse housing for people, and they say it's a step in the right direction.
It really ties into that connected community where we're connecting a lot of different varieties of residential at Vista Field, and this kicks off the single family home, so you have some ownership in Vista Field.
Now they say they're hoping to see some activity this time next year, and they are aiming to make those homes about 5,000 square feet. New tonight, Oregon State Police releasing dash camera video of the final confrontation with the man accused of killing 2 women in West Richland earlier this year. That's still ahead tonight in about 5 minutes.
Tri-Q Credit Union C3 Slam. It all happens July 13th and 14th at John Dam Plaza.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
If you think a little change in dinner plans would bother Dee Dee,
then you'd be wrong. Let's roll, guys. Good. Hey, split up.
yep, when it comes to dining out, Dee Dee knows how to roll. From all you can eat to the best burger this side of Mount Adams, Mexican food, pizza, or Asian fusion, it's always fine at Legends. Legends Casino Hotel, because fun is how we roll.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Here's to feeling at home on mountain trails, playing by the river all day, exploring your favorite off-beaten paths and terrains, or simply savoring your favorite foods. Here's to Subaru season. Experience all our hometown summers have to offer with the new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru. Your way home.
Get a new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru today with 2.9% financing.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees.
Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet.
People don't really realize how much of an impact the feet have on the rest of the body. A lot of times people with knee pain, there's really nothing going on with their knee. The issue is actually stemming from the foot. So now we're predisposed to hip pain, low back pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that when the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy, you're gonna feel better, and you're not gonna have to spend so much time worrying and thinking about your pain.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The Pasco Memorial Aquatic Swim Center held its first open swim of the season earlier today. Regular open swim is from 1 p.m. until 5:45 every day, and the Aquatic Center also holds various lessons and events throughout the summer. They also open it up for private events.
We've got the diving board, the main pool, we got the zero depth entry pool with the 2 slides and splash pad. Just a fun time for family and anybody to come out and enjoy the cool water on a nice, pretty hot day.
Now, prices vary, but most open swim sessions are between $5 and $7 per person. The Aquatic Center also generally closes in mid-August for the remainder of the year. You can find information about schedules and events that are planned over on Pasco's website.
We are feeling the heat, and Stacy is counting down to the first day of summer. That is also the longest day of the year as we're seeing later and later sunsets. Her first alert forecast is coming up.
Plus, do you remember these sites? Families faced a nationwide formula shortage that lasted for months in 2022. 2 years later, could it happen again? We're talking about that on this primetime edition of Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, prime time on your side.
Thanks for staying with us. Well, tonight we are learning more about the police operation that shut down a section of State Route 240 for several hours this afternoon. Here's the video. This was at Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick. Police say someone called 911 to report a man in crisis on Columbia Center Boulevard. It took several hours of careful work to get the man to safety and reopen the highway. Well, it has been almost 2 months now since the deadly shooting at Wiley Elementary School in West Richland. But new tonight, police have just released the dashcam video which shows the last few moments before a shootout occurred between Oregon State Police and the suspect. We do want to warn you, some viewers may find the footage disturbing.
Copy that. 2312 to dispatch. We've got it going southbound.
Authorities say Elias Weezar, a former Yakima police officer, shot and killed his ex-wife at Wiley Elementary School in West Richland. Cops say the man also killed an underage female whom he impregnated. Weezar fled the Tri-Cities with his baby. An Amber Alert was issued, and Oregon State Police troopers, they were on high alert too.
He's going to go ahead and take off from us. We're in this.
During the day on April 23rd, a trooper noticed the suspect on Interstate 5 near Eugene.
9010, let Eugene Springfield know so I can cover it if he goes into the city.
Minutes later, the first pit maneuver.
Do it. 312 is being redirected down the freeway.
Here, it looks like the chase would be ending, but Weezar was able to get away again. A shootout then happens. You can see this officer firing his gun through the windshield.
He's fired!
30 seconds later, the chase continues again.
2312, shots fired at me. I'm good, I think.
Now, near milepost 197, traffic was backing up, so Weezar flies down the shoulder lane. Weezar finally comes to a stop. Seconds later, cops go near the vehicle with shields and rifles.
Shield? All right. Shield, why don't you run a shield team?
By 3 p.m., Weezar was found dead inside the car with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But what about the baby that he kidnapped?
I'm pretty sure. I heard it. Yeah, so did I. You see the gun in there? No, he was on his phone. I could see him on his phone. Then he put his phone down, and then I heard that shot.
After a terrifying 22 minutes, the baby was safely taken into custody without major injuries by a trooper. No police officers or other drivers were injured in that situation.
Of course, we were covering that as breaking news back in April. Incredible scene.
Yeah.
We've all of that coverage on our website, of course.
Yeah, it's just shocking. So switching gears, time to talk about our forecast. The weekend is getting closer.
It is, and it's Father's Day weekend. A lot of people, I think, will be traveling, Stacey.
Traveling and visiting dad, maybe playing golf. I've got a lot to cover coming up in a little bit. Let's talk about right now, though. The sun's just starting to go down. You can see the sky starting to change. Our sunset at 8:50 tonight. As we get to the summer solstice, then we'll start losing 2 minutes of daylight. So we're almost to our latest late night, light outdoors. 81 degrees. Winds are light right now, but those winds are going to be picking up. You'll see them increasing late tonight and by early tomorrow. 5 to 15 overnight, increasing to 10 to 20 tomorrow with gusts possible up to 30 miles per hour. Sneak peek at Father's Day. Pretty mild. Look at 69 in Yakima, 70 in Walla Walla, 74 in Tri-Cities. So not a bad weather forecast for Dad's Day. Now, those winds, like I said, gusting up to 30 tomorrow. We'll consider that breezy. Then we get to Saturday, we'll see those gusts picking up 40. So similar to what we saw a couple of days ago where it was very windy and we had all those fires start. So we want to be very fire-wise going into the weekend. So partly cloudy and mild, breezy to gusty winds Friday and Saturday, 60s and 70s for Dad's Day, pretty mild there. And we possibly could be seeing some rain coming our way next week. I'll tell you all about it and my first alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
All right, Stacey, we'll see you then. This morning, the Supreme Court ruled unanimously to protect access to a medication commonly known as the abortion pill.
Now, you might remember last year, Washington Governor Jay Inslee ordered the Department of Corrections to spend more than $1 million to stockpile mifepristone just in case the Supreme Court's decision went the other way. So today's ruling means we will stick with the status quo that we have nationwide. Opponents had argued that the FDA shouldn't have approved this medication and shouldn't have made it easier to access. But Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh wrote in the general decision today, quote, "Federal courts are the wrong forum for addressing concerns about the FDA's actions," end quote. Now, over on Capitol Hill, the Senate held a vote today on a Democratic proposal that would protect access to in vitro fertilization, or IVF. Republicans had put forward their own IVF protection bill yesterday, but Washington Senator Patty Murray said that proposal was lacking.
It is ridiculous to claim that this bill protects IVF when it does nothing of the sort. Under this bill, there are a million ways Republican-led states could enact burdensome and unnecessary requirements and create the kind of legal uncertainty and risk that would force clinics to once again close their doors.
Now, neither the Republican IVF protection proposal yesterday nor the Democratic version that was up for a vote today advanced in the Senate.
Today, Senator Maria Cantwell led the hearing demanding answers about the head of the FAA regarding safety concerns with Boeing. After a series of incidents involving Boeing planes, including the infamous door blowout on an Alaska flight earlier this year, the FAA gave Boeing 90 days to create a safety improvement plan. Today, the head of the FAA told lawmakers his agency should have been more involved before problems started.
Let me also acknowledge the FAA should have had much better visibility into what was happening at Boeing before January 5th. FAA's approach was too hands-off, too focused on paperwork audits, and not focused enough on inspections. We have changed that approach over the last several months, and those changes are permanent.
Senator Cantwell has helped pass two major laws in the past 4 years, giving the FAA more authority over aircraft certification and updating safety inspector regulations.
Well, over in the House of Representatives, Microsoft President Brad Smith told lawmakers today his company accepts responsibility for the issues raised in a government-backed report about Microsoft's cybersecurity failings. The U.S. Cyber Safety Review Board says that avoidable errors by Microsoft let Chinese hackers break into the system and access email accounts of senior government officials. Smith says Microsoft has spent months overhauling its cybersecurity practices in response. It's been more than 2 years since the start of the baby formula shortage that left store shelves empty and families scrambling all over the country. Tonight, ABC's Ariel Reshef has the exclusive reporting on that critical shortage and what investigators have now concluded.
It was the formula shortage felt coast to coast.
Now to an urgent warning for parents.
4 infants from 3 different states who all got very sick.
Triggered in the spring of 2022 after Abbott, one of the nation's largest formula manufacturers, voluntarily recalled certain formulas after a rare but serious bacteria was found inside its Michigan plant, though the FDA never confirmed Abbott's formula was the source of the bacteria in the 4 cases. That recall sending families into scramble mode.
I am trying to exhaust every resource.
With Abbott's major share of the market, nearly half of all U.S. formula drastically cut. Now, ABC News gaining exclusive access to a new report investigating the FDA's actions leading up to and during the crisis.
We found that FDA lacked policies and procedures as it related to its oversight of the infant formula supply.
Carla Lewis is the Assistant Inspector General who oversaw the probe.
Were babies' lives put at risk by the FDA's failure to address those complaints?
A better response from FDA could better protect public health.
The report highlighting the FDA's mishandling of a whistleblower's allegations of safety concerns at Abbott's plant in Sturgis, Michigan. According to the report, one complaint sent a year before the recall was inadvertently archived and sat unread in an email inbox for 15 months. And a subsequent complaint from the same whistleblower sent months after the first one was sent sat in the FDA's mailroom unread.
Our understanding is that that was likely due to mailroom staffing issues.
The report recognizing the FDA lacks authority to obtain certain information from manufacturers, but also faulting the agency for inefficiency that hindered the inspection and recall process, including an added failure to follow up on critical consumer complaints sent to the FDA. The FDA telling ABC News it takes seriously its duty to ensure the safety of the infant formula supply, agreeing that delays due to poor procedures are unacceptable and must be corrected.
Could we see another formula shortage crisis?
And I think FDA is on the right path to help safeguard the infant formula supply going forward.
Well, it has been a bit of a weather roller coaster lately. I guess that's the word of the week.
It is.
Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect for your Father's Day weekend. That's coming up in her full First Alert weather forecast.
And take a look at this. Drones becoming a more and more common sight on farms. We're going to talk about one way they're being used next.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for 12 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get ready for an unforgettable season with the Yakima Valley Pippins baseball team. We're celebrating our 10th season, and we want you to be a part of the excitement. Join us at the Yakima County Stadium for a fun, affordable, and professional baseball experience. From single game tickets to season ticket memberships, group events, and merchandise, we have options to fit everyone's needs. This season only, we're offering special deals to celebrate our 10th season. Don't miss out on Yakima Valley Pippins baseball.
Dishwasher on the fritz, laundry giving you fits, a water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Tastes so good. Oh my God.
HelloFresh has made my life so much easier.
They just have the most amazing recipes delivered right to your door.
I love the fact that they always send me something different that I never would have made.
Wide variety of pre-portioned ingredients that help make sure you don't waste money on excess food, saving you time and stress.
Affordable, really, really good and flavorful.
This meal was absolutely delicious.
Go to HelloFresh.com/appetizers and use code appetizers to claim this offer.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Welcome back. Today, the Supreme Court made it harder for the federal government to step in when it suspects a company of interfering in unionization campaigns. And this is a case that started with Starbucks. 2 years ago, Starbucks fired 7 workers who were trying to unionize their Tennessee store. Well, the National Labor Relations Board got a court order forcing the company to rehire the workers while that case wound its way through the agency's administrative proceedings. The Supreme Court decision today will make it harder for the NLRB to get a court order in the future.
We are seeing more drones fly in and out of let me try this again. We are seeing drones fly into more and more parts of everyday life, there we go, including being used for farm work. Reporter Rachel Law has a look at how one farming family in the Midwest is using new technology to make their jobs safer.
It's been a lot of positive feedback.
For those they've dealt drones to, the pointers have only heard good things. Many of their neighbors are now using similar technology on their own farms after seeing the success the pointers have had. The drones are controlled with a remote that sets the field boundaries and sprays more precisely than a plane or a helicopter would be able to. They are also safer than a plane flying low to the ground.
Whenever we're using them on our own ground, a lot of neighbors enjoy that they stay inside the field boundary, and just a little less nerve-wracking for them, I think, than a plane, close to their house or flying above them.
For the world of agriculture, technology like this is game-changing. It allows farmers to do things more cost-effectively and more timely. When a crop needs sprayed, they can just do it without having to hire someone else. But the use of new technology in farming is just getting started.
I think some more autonomous equipment is probably definitely coming, whether everybody wants it or not. It's the way of the future, probably.
That's for sure. Rachel Law reporting. Although these drones have one main purpose, the Pointner family hopes to see more advancements to help their operation.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we're going to take a minute, take in this view. Look at that beautiful sunset tonight. That is out there, 81 degrees, winds down to Neil, basically. Sunset right now, 8:50, just right. And the humidity is rising, so that is good news. There's temperatures are dropping, humidity levels rising. The winds are going to be coming. Temperatures around the area are starting to cool down in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Still in the 70s, though, 78. Still sitting in the 80s here in the Tri-Cities. 70s in the foothills of the Blues. Temperature change, we saw temperatures warm up today, so we're still a little bit above that, but here comes the cold front. You can already see it coming up the Columbia River Gorge. Ridge of high pressure, adios, bye-bye. Now we have an upper level disturbance moving in. That's going to bring more wind and cooling our temperatures. You'll notice it tomorrow, and then you'll really notice the cool down on Saturday because that ridge will be right on top of us, cooler and windy. That's when we'll have our windiest day of the weekend while that front's sitting there. Wind advisory, I should say, in place for the Kittitas Valley, 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, gust up to 50. That'll expire tomorrow morning. There may be more wind advisories issued between Friday and Saturday. Let's take a look at those winds. They're starting to pick up tonight. You'll feel those breezy to gusty winds, Hermiston, Tri-Cities, foothills of the Blues, and then everybody kind of joins the party later in the day with those breezy winds. But let's fast forward into Saturday. It's going to be very windy. We start the day with 20, 30, 35 mile an hour winds with gusts as high as 40 miles an hour through the area. So very, very windy on Saturday. Fire danger extremely high. We're going to want to be very fire-wise. Temperatures tonight, 40s and 50s in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. 50 tonight in Yakima, 48 Sunnyside. Looking into the Columbia Basin, 52 in Hermiston, 54 Tri-Cities, 50 in Connell. And at the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla 53 and a cool 48 in Pendleton. Tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies, but you'll see more clouds moving in, cooler and breezy with temperatures just touching 80 in the Columbia Basin, lower below the 80s for the rest of the area. Your golf forecast looking good for Father's Day weekend. Friday, breezy winds could be a factor. Gusty winds on Saturday will be a factor, but Sunday on Father's Day looks great. So take Dad out for a round of golf. If you're hitting the west side, maybe go visit Dad there. Bring your rain gear. It's going to be wet. We're looking at possible thunderstorms on Saturday in the Seattle area. Portland also going to be wet, especially on Saturday. A little bit less of a chance on Sunday, but certainly want to bring umbrella and be ready for that weather. If you're going up to the Spokane area, some rain possible on Saturday. Let's take a look at that 7-day planning forecast. Lots going on. Lots of things on the way. Father's Day Sunday, Juneteenth on Wednesday, back to the 80s. First day of summer on Thursday. Here's Tri-Cities, your planner there. 74 for your Father's Day, back to the 80s on Wednesday. And our first day of summer, potentially pretty warm with temps climbing up into the upper 80s. Could potentially see a 90-degree day in Walla Walla on the first day of summer. But look at those showers. More chances of rain Monday, Tuesday. Most of those will be concentrated around the foothills of the Blues, the Blue Mountains, or Central Oregon. And in Hermiston, we have a slight chance of rain Monday, Tuesday. A hot day for the first day of summer. So again, the weather roller coaster continues as we head to your Father's Day weekend. Stick around. I still have your viewer photo of the day. Austin, Alyssa.
All right, Stacey, thank you. You know, July 4th is coming up, and tomorrow is Flag Day. And to celebrate, Apple Valley News Now, along with Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, is giving away flags.
Yes, starting at 11 a.m., the first 75 people to visit the chaplaincy will get a free full-size American flag. They tell us they'll also have some treats on hand, so it should be a fun morning. That is free flags starting tomorrow morning at 11 at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, 1480 Fowler Street, just off Columbia Center Boulevard, near the river.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac? Santa Fe burger sauce. Burger. Jalapeno popper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
Boxing great Roy Jones Jr. is bringing another first to Legends Casino Hotel as WBF World Champion Women's Boxer Ikram Kura defends her title June 28th. And following a thrilling 10-round slugfest, India's Mandeep Jangra looks to keep his super lightweight belt in his stiffest challenge yet. Tickets start at just $40 and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. Andrew Murphy will also be in attendance. Don't miss live pro boxing Friday, June 28th, only at Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
The story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some Mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down at the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow linksmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, June 20th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo single, just $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Making headlines around the world today, President Biden is in Italy to take part in the G7 summit.
So President Biden and other G7 leaders approved a $50 billion loan package for Ukraine, financed by profits from frozen Russian assets. They're also planning to hold a session focused on the Middle East, which could involve talking about a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump was in the District of Columbia meeting with top Republican lawmakers in Congress. Reporters were not allowed in that meeting, but lawmakers who did attend say Trump briefly addressed issues like abortion and taxes and expressed frustration with his recent criminal conviction in New York.
All right, well, final check on your forecast. I think it's still light out there. We're going to check.
I think so, yeah.
That's when we come right back.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Hit the open road and head to Wild Horse Resort and Casino for the $160,000 ultimate American road trip. Every Friday and Saturday, cruise in and win free play, gas cards, or up to $50,000 cash. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then on June 29th, win your choice of $30,000 cash or a new Mustang. Keep playing in July to win a shiny new Harley. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
When it comes to your health, timing is everything. Health First Urgent Care is your reliable healthcare solution, locally owned and operated, providing care to our community. With locations in Pasco and Richland, we're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No need to wait in long lines or rush to the ER for minor concerns. At Health First Urgent Care, we've got you covered with on-site x-rays and short wait times. Your health is our priority. Walk-ins are welcome. You can get the care you need when you need it. Health First Urgent Care, because your well-being comes first.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
Here at Grocery Outlet, we want to help you find name brand bargains for your family. To do that, you need to be able to buy more groceries for less money. The problem is, prices keep going up, which means less bang for your buck. At Grocery Outlet, we believe you should be able to buy the name brand products you love at prices you can afford. Wow. Shop us first and get the name brand products your family loves for less.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Tri-Q Credit Union C3 Slam. It all happens July 13th and 14th at John Dam Plaza.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast, but it's always a good time to see our viewer pictures.
Viewer pictures are always welcome. So let's take a look at this one.
Wow.
Now, Bill took a little trip to Palouse Falls. If you've never been to Palouse Falls, it's the state waterfall, first of all. It's not that far from here, and it is a beautiful canyon. So I think that's not the actual waterfall. That's the canyon leading up to it. So thanks for grabbing that photo, Bill. Remember to get your photo on TV. That QR code on the right side of your screen, snap it with your smartphone, or simply go to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, click on the weather tab, and that's where you will submit your photos. Let's take a look at our temps for tomorrow and plan your day out. Looking pretty good, guys. Not a bad looking day. Those winds, though, are going to start picking up. You're really going to start feeling those early tomorrow morning, and they'll continue throughout the day. The next 7 days, well, we continue on the temperature roller coaster that we have been on. Breezy to gusty winds, Dad's Day pretty mild, and then a slight chance of showers Monday, Tuesday. I'm thinking those showers mainly will get closer to the mountain areas like the Blues. And then you've got first day of summer, Juneteenth on Wednesday. Here's Walla Walla and Hermiston for the next 7 days. Pretty similar forecast there with the breezy to gusty winds. But we're back to those warm temperatures on the first day of summer. Look at that, 90 or close to it. So the heat is coming back.
It is. That time of year.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
We're back at 11, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.